guys, it's Allie. I have not done a what I ate video in so long. I've been focusing on my cooking series, which takes a lot of time. So if you've missed these videos, we're back. I just got back from the gym and I had an awesome workout. I did 30 minutes on the spin bike and I did 15 minutes of abs, which I never do, or I don't do nearly enough. Feeling great, energized. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee in my Chicago mug. I actually got this after I ran my first half marathon in Chicago, which was an awesome race. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for breakfast yet. It's only 7:30, so I will see you in a little bit. All right, I'm showered, I did my hair, I'm all ready to conquer the day, and I'm gonna make breakfast. So I made a 2-ingredient pancake on my blog, just with banana and eggs, and I put spiralized apples on top. I'm gonna actually leave the link in the description of this video in case you want the full recipe. But I'm just gonna make pancakes without the spiralized apples, and I'm gonna try throwing in some mashed blueberries. I'm really craving something hearty and protein packed. Plus I have a photo shoot tomorrow in the city, so I want to deep bloat, so those bananas will be great with the potassium and everything. So let's get started. So literally there's only 2 ingredients. It's just a medium banana and 2 eggs that I'm gonna beat, and then I'm actually tossing in some blueberries, but normally it's just 2-ingredient pancakes. So I'm gonna start by mashing this banana completely in here. All right, these bananas are mashed as they're gonna get, so now I'm gonna beat the eggs. Okay, so now that the eggs are beaten, I'm just gonna add them right into the bowl with the banana. And I'm going to mix again. And let me just point out that you wanna basically really mash that banana so there's not any large chunks left, and that'll ensure like fluffier pancakes. Although you'll see that these aren't very fluffy, but they taste like pancakes and they're delicious. So now that we have our mixture, I'm gonna take a few blueberries, put them on the countertop, and I'm just gonna smash them. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so bear with me. So just smash them, maybe chop them up a little bit. All right, and then I'm just gonna add that mixture into the bowl here. Okay, and stir again, and then if you really wanted to, you could just mash the blueberries a little bit just with the fork. But that's it, the mixture's ready to go. So I have this skillet that's been heating for a little bit, and I put some cooking spray in there. You could also use coconut oil or something like that. And I have my mixture here, and I'm just gonna take 2 tablespoons at a time and put them into the pan. And I'm gonna keep doing that all around the skillet. All right, I just squeezed that last one in there. And as you can see, we have almost half of the batter left. So this makes about 6 to 8 pancakes, I would say. And you can make them larger if you like. So I'm just gonna let the bottom sit here and cook. And then once they firm up, I'm gonna flip them. I'm gonna go to flip. Yay! At least I got one. Perfect. Turn the skillet around, it's easier on me. Oh no, it broke. That's okay. Alright, so we're just gonna let them sit for about a minute until they cook through. Okay, these pancakes are done. They're nice and firm, and they're nice and brown, as you can see. So now I'm gonna plate them and then finish up the rest of the mixture. I just added in my last 3 pancakes, and then over here, I already plated the ones that I just cooked. I have to grab the rest of my pancakes, and then we're ready for our little maple syrup drizzle. Woo! It's a beautiful stack, isn't it? A little baby one on top. And I'm gonna do a little drizzle. Not too much sugar for the morning, but just a little. And there you have it, 2-ingredient pancakes. They look beautiful. I'm so hungry, can't wait to eat. They're packed with protein because I got 2 eggs and potassium from the banana, and let me just grab a fork and knife. For the best part. Oh yeah. I love how I got that blueberry in there. I'm gonna go enjoy. I I just got to the mall and I'm parked. I'm going shopping for a few things because I have a photo shoot tomorrow and I want to look fresh. And I just about done with this kombucha. It's the cosmic cranberry flavor. There you go. It's the cosmic cranberry flavor. I'm really digging this one, so I'll probably finish up at the mall and then grab some lunch and then head home. I'll see you soon. I just got back from the mall and now I'm ready for lunch, and luckily I pre-cooked a bunch of stuff this week and I just have a bunch of random leftovers from the week, and I'm just gonna quickly assemble a healthy bowl. It's gonna be really random, so just warning you. I've been randomly craving romaine lettuce lately, so I'm gonna chop some up for my meal here. And I cut the end off because I don't really like the super white part. And I'm just gonna chop and just sort of kind of like shred it like you would if you were just putting this with tacos or something. And I'm just gonna cut it up a little more. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna save the rest of the lettuce, but that's enough right here. In there. But I'm going to make a little dressing with, I have red wine vinegar in here. And then I'm just gonna add a little squirt of Dijon mustard. And this is the one I'm using, this Annie's organic Dijon mustard. So just a little bit. There we go. And then I season with a little salt and pepper. And then, of course, a little drizzle of olive oil. I'm gonna take my fork and I'm just gonna whisk this together. And there you go, a little homemade dressing, very easy. And I'm gonna pour it over this lettuce here and sort of toss it around. I'm gonna throw in some chickpeas. These were from a can of chickpeas that I drained and rinsed. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of hemp seeds. I saved my hemp seeds in this jar here, so I'm just gonna take a pinch and add them onto the salad. Plenty of omega-3s getting infused in there. And then I actually have 2 asparagus heads and I'm gonna peel them. And I'll show you what I do because I talk about this on the blog and I always get questions. So what I do is first I snap off the ends. You always do that with asparagus. And then I'm gonna take my peeler here and I'm just gonna take the peeler like this and literally peel. Okay, let me move the bowl out of the way. So again, and you secure the asparagus down here with your hand, and then you hold down while you peel. So let me just finish these up. And once your asparagus is all shaved, you're gonna get these beautiful little asparagus shavings, like this. And I'm just gonna toss them into my salad over here. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna add in my avocado, of course, and I have some avocado saved over. So I'm just gonna spoon that in, add it to the salad. I'm gonna take a little bit more from this half, just kind of fork it out of there. My next step is to add carrots. And I get a lot of questions about these carrots. They are whole roasted heirloom carrots. And I roast them in the oven at 425 degrees for about 40 minutes or until they're fork tender. And they're so delicious, they get a little crispy and they feel very meaty, so I love to add them into salads. So I'm just gonna add in maybe 2 or 3 here. Let's add 3. And that is my salad, and now I'm gonna make a quick side to go along with it. Now I'm just gonna grab a little bowl, and I have leftover brown basmati rice from the other night. I made like a chipotle fake out salad. I'm gonna add some into here. Just about a little more than a half a cup maybe. And then I also have leftover corn, so I'm just gonna add some in there. And I'll just sort of mix that around. All right, here's my lunch. I got my salad with chickpeas and those roasted carrots and avocado and shaved asparagus and a little red wine vinaigrette, and then I have some rice and corn. Basically trying to get everything out of my fridge because we're leaving this weekend to go to Boston for my niece's graduation at BU. All right, I can't wait to eat it. So I just got back from getting my nails done for my photo shoot tomorrow, and I'm over here chopping up some cantaloupe, and I figured I would share with you. I like to buy whole cantaloupes. I find that if you dice them or whatever, slice them yourself, they're just more fresh and flavorful. So I am currently doing that. I love cantaloupe. So I'm just gonna have some of this. I put it into Tupperware and I save it in the fridge so I can have it easy on hand. Alright, it's time to eat, and Lou is in the city right now having a couple drinks with some friends. So I am making one of his favorite vegan dishes, which I have on the blog, and I'm gonna link in the description of the video so you can make it if you want. It's this vegan split pea curry, and the recipe on the blog is served over rutabaga noodles, but I don't have any rutabaga, so we're just gonna eat it with some bread. So I'm gonna cook it now and then keep it hot on the stove, and then when he gets home, I'll toast up some bread and serve it. So let me show you how I make it. So we're gonna start off by heating some oil in this pan. I love these pans, and a lot of you guys have been asking me where I get them. They're Analon brand. We got them for our wedding, and I will link in the description of the video in case you wanna grab them. And this is split pea curry. So these are split peas. If you've never seen them before, this is what they look like. They kind of look like little lentils or peas that have been dried and split. And I almost have a full cup. It's a little bit less. It's actually usually up here, and I ran out. That's how much I use them. Now that the oil is heated, our first step is to add in diced onions, diced celery, diced carrots, and some minced garlic. So I'm just gonna pour that in. Grab my spoon here. I'm gonna stir to combine. And I'll let this cook for about 5 minutes until those onions and veggies really soften. So now that those veggies are softened, my next step is to add in one 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And I'm gonna give that a good stir. And now I'm ready to add in my seasonings. I forget what the seasonings are for this curry, so I'm gonna search for it. So it'll be split pea. And I'm using the Inspiralized app. There you go. The most important part is 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. Then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of ground coriander, and then I like to just sprinkle in a little bit of ground ginger. If I'm using fresh ginger, then I wouldn't use ground ginger, but I don't have fresh ginger on hand. And then of course, our last step is salt and pepper, which I can't do with one hand. So I'm just gonna stir everything together, and then I'm gonna go and season with that salt and pepper. But you wanna stir really well here to combine all of the spices with the veggies, and it's gonna really look nice and pretty and colorful. I'm adding in 1 can of light coconut milk. And then I'm gonna add in about a cup of low sodium veggie broth. I like to give that a big stir. And then at this point I add in my cauliflower, and that's when I decide if I need more liquid or not. So we have 1 head of cauliflower that I chopped up. Stir that in. And now we get to add in those split peas. Give it a big stir. And that's pretty much it. So now what I'm gonna do is gonna raise the heat a little bit to bring this to a boil. I'm actually gonna cover it so it boils more quickly. And just to note, I leave out all the spices because what I end up doing is I taste it, and then depending on how it tastes, I either add, you know, more spice, like chili powder, more salt. Okay, so we are at a boil. Basically what I do from this point on is I lower the heat just so it's simmering. And I'm gonna put the lid on, keep it halfway, and basically what I do is I keep uncovering it to see the liquid level, and if the liquid evaporates too much, then I'll add in a little extra coconut milk and veggie broth. And then at the end, once it's all cooked and those split peas aren't crunchy anymore, then I taste and I season based on that. And while that's cooking, I'm going to slice the bread and then pop it in the oven. And what I do is I set the oven to broil, and then I just let it kind of lay on a baking sheet for 3 to 5 minutes until it toasts. Okay, I have a serrated bread knife, and I literally just slice it into pieces. And then I'll show you how I lay it out onto the baking sheet. We obviously aren't gonna eat all this, but I like to save the crispy bread for leftover soups and things like that. Okay, so I take out the tray, and I'm literally just gonna put this bread on top, and that's gonna go in the broiler right when the soup is done. All right, that's it. So at this point, I would say that it's almost 3/4 of the way cooked, and as you can see, the water level is going a little low. So what I do here is I add in a little bit extra of the coconut milk. All the good stuff got in there. And then I add in a little splash of the veggie broth. And then I give that a big stir. There you go. And then I'm gonna recover and keep cooking. So it is done. This is basically the consistency you want. It's kind of thick, but there's still liquid left. And you can see that the cauliflower just kind of flakes apart. It kind of crumbles. And now all I gotta do is toast up that bread and serve up a bowl. Alright, here we go. My split pea curry with cauliflower and coconut milk. I'm not toasting the bread for myself because I don't want to go through the whole process and then only to do it again when Lou gets home. So I'm going to get to enjoy this, and then when Lou gets back, I'm going to make him a bowl. Okay, I made Lou a bowl because he's home.
Yes, I am.
And this is one of his favorite dishes.
My favorite. This is my new favorite. I don't know what it is, but it's Indian, I think, and it's...
And I toasted his bread. Alright guys, say goodnight, Lou.
Good night.
Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'll keep doing them. As always, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get alerts when I post future videos.
Right to the bloopers. Right to the bloopers.
Good night.